This gets to the constructive part of the discussion that Rabbi Wright asked me to bring up. In addition to what I said before, which is remembering that we are all Jews, that first and foremost, the anti-Semite doesn't care about whether we're a Democrat Jew or a Republican Jew, a Reform Jew or an Orthodox Jew, a Sephardi Jew or an Ashkenazi Jew. We need to do other things too. And we can, and we should. First of all, we're in a synagogue. Go to synagogue more. Don't be afraid. Be more Jewish. That's a great response to this. Love your Jewish brothers and sisters more. Support Israel more. Go to Israel more. And fight the slanders and the libels more. Slander and libel about us, our people, and our nation state, the state of Israel, are what fuels anti-Semitism. For every historic anti-Semitic tragedy was preceded by a string of lies and libels and defamations that led to pogroms, massacres, expulsions, or Jews being led into torture rooms or gas chambers. A stream of lies is how anti-Semitism thrives. And today, our tiny Jewish state that sits on approximately 1% of the land that is the Middle East is the biggest of the targets for those lies. The stories abound about how evil Israel is, that the Jews who live there are now the new Nazis. We've heard that before. One of the great anti-Semitic canards, calling the victims of the Nazis, Nazis. Spreading those lies, promoting those lies, is, not that different from the very same lies that animated Robert Bowers before he decided, I'm going in to do what he viewed as an act of defense of his people. It's no different than believing the things, the horrific things that Louis Farrakhan or David Duke says about our people. So if we're going to fight these anti-Semitic lies and slanders more, then there's one other thing we must all do more of. That's learn. We must learn more. It's our job. There's only 14 million of us in the world. There's only 5.5 million of us in this country. Every one of us has a duty to know more, to learn more, to study more. So when somebody says something either out of ignorance or hate, we can educate either that person or those around him as to how wrong that is, how false that is, how libelous that is. Rabbi Wright spoke at the beginning of this about the great blood libel that started in England. The belief that was spread around England and then to France and then to Central Europe about Jews using the blood of children to make matzah, murdering children to make matzah. That lie was believed by the people who murdered us because they wanted to, quote, defend their children. That lie was believed by the people, the kings who expelled us. We have to fight the lies. That is our best defense. Thank you.